Welcome back to part 3 of our Buick Grand National build. If you haven't seen parts 1 and 2 yet, you better go watch those now. But today, the Temple of Speed, we're making some suspension modifications. We're gonna change out the old alcohol fuel pump. We're doing an LED headlight conversion, and we're throwing on a Turbo Tweak ECU. Let's get wired. So our client was having issues with the old alcohol fuel pump. It also was not mounted properly. To fix that, we fabbed up a quick bracket and mounted it up to the bumper support. The alkali meth injection system is actually great for this boosted vehicle because it helps suppress detonation and keeps our boosted car safe. For this intercooler and heat exchanger system, we got some nice Dash 12 black braided hose and some Dash 12 aluminum AN fittings. To mount the reservoir filler cap, we welded up a quick piece of aluminum angle to it and we bolted it up to the fender. The new intercooler reservoir cap also has our new intercooler water temp sensor. We're wiring that back to the PCM. The water pump got tucked underneath the passenger side bumper. We used a couple of adapters to plumb it in with the Dash 12 fittings. So for this Grand National, we're putting in a Turbo Tweak PCM. This PCM is specifically made for turbo Buicks and is great for user functionality and ability to make a custom tune file in it. It's also great for letting us set up any kind of custom gauges or sensors that we need to install to help for that tune. Some important sensors we're wiring into this PCM are a boost pressure sensor. We're gonna put one right on the compressor side of the turbo. Another critical engine sensor is fuel pressure. We're gonna mount one right off the fuel pressure regulator and wire that into the new PCM. This old Buick came with old style sealed beam halogen headlights, and those are no good. So to replace them, we got some Hella light conversions, which gets rid of the old sealed beam style headlights and allows us to install 9006, 9007 style modern day bulb. But instead of just putting a regular old headlight bulb in there, we're replacing them and converting them to an LED bulb for even greater light output. This LED light conversion is a great upgrade, and it sure as shit beats driving by the old candlelight halogen light bulbs. We are installing some UMI tubular control arms. These are great control arms for the rear end to help us get it centered and set our pinion angle right where it needs to be. This G-body is going to need all the help it can get with body roll. So to fix that, we got a Hellwig adjustable sway bar. This Hellwig sway bar is great because it's beefier than a stock sway bar. It's also easy to install because it bolts right up to the axle and it's fully adjustable. Setting up the rear end and the sway bar is pretty easy. All you want to do is make sure you take extra time to do it right the first time. Take lots of measurements and double check everything. When we changed out the rear control arms, we have to recenter the axle. To do that, we put it on the alignment machine, we made our adjustments. After we load up a safe base tune, we're ready for a test drive. On my test drive when I'm out on the road, I'm listening for any unusual suspension noises and I'm checking the alignment and seeing how the car drives. done with the road test, we leak check it and make any other additional adjustments before we move over to the dyno. Here at Blackdog, we offer custom dyno tuning with our tuner. Or if you prefer, you can bring in your own dyno tuner and rent our dyno by the hour. Our Buick laid down 416 rear wheel horsepower and 455 foot-pounds of torque. That's not bad for that little V6 on just 93 octane. Our client also has plans to upgrade the turbo and convert to E85 in the future for even more power. Well, that wraps up part 3 for our Buick Grand National build. Another fun project at Blackdog and another happy client. Thanks for watching, and as always, make sure to like, subscribe, click that bell to get notified. Stay boosted.